I tried doing this a few times already. This video, last time I did it, was on my hands-free, no hands held cam. I use it while I drive, or let me recorrect myself, while I travel. Hands-free. Now I'm going to go all the way back to 08, to where my last job was. When I injured myself on my last job, I ripped my left side near my shoulder blade. How it all happened was the boss asked me to move an FJ1200 crotch rocket. It had saddlebags, like the fiberglass saddlebags on the side, the top. I don't know if it had two kickstands, the normal ones like how you just put down on the side from the side of the bike, but this one I seen had the one that came from behind the wheel, so you had to pull the bike up. The floors were dry, but from the mist of the bike, and as I pulled in, a puddle formed. As I stepped off to put that kickstand on, I slipped. I know if a bike's going to fall, just let it fall. Well, someone was looking at to buy this bike, so I had natural reflexes or instincts. You're going to save it so you don't damage it. Or you just don't hope it goes to that route or that way. But in the process of doing it, I slipped, held the bike up, ripped my whole left side. Like, it felt like someone punched me. Everything in my vision went blurry yellow. I was seeing stars. Like I got hit hard. I went to doctors. I got scans done. They can't find nothing. I'm wondering if these doctors are even looking right, or if they're doing the right job for it. Even when I've gone for it, the injury was never flared. And I asked him, should I try to just do some stuff to make it flare up? He's like, no, the machine will find it if there's some problems. Well, when I got the injury, or sustained the injury, should I say, being a male, if something doesn't hurt, we don't get it checked out. So, after all this, all my injury, whatever, I'm looking after a place for somebody, and I noticed a little bump down below my groin. I didn't think of nothing of it, but it was from that injury that I sustained from my last job. Well, it was a little tiny bump, like size of a marble, sticking out from my stomach, or by my groin area. I lifted some garbage, took some dirty clothes down to the laundry room to do some washes, and then I go for a shower. Once I'm washing up, here's this thing. Looked like it was sticking out that far from where my groin area is, like just like a mountain. Like, just, I didn't push it in because I didn't know. I didn't know nothing about that. Anything about a hernia. The doctor says, well, you should push it in, because if you don't push it in, your cords or whatever inside there can twist up and suffocate you, and then you'll die. I didn't know that. So I got that fixed. I still deal with the pain there, but I mainly deal with the pain on my left side near my shoulder blade, and I still deal with it today, and it is 2021. This is from my 08 last job. So I just brushed it off because there's nothing I can do about it. I'm just going to have to suck it up and live with the pain the rest of my life now. I can't perform the duties I used to do because of it. When it flares up, it hurts. I can barely hold anything up properly. Even if I'm laying under my truck and I'm going up like that, I can feel that. So a few years after all that stuff, me and my family don't get along. We can't communicate well. I don't get along with my brothers because they don't see me being one of them. My two brothers went a different way when we lost our father figure. I went a total different way. I didn't go to the violent way. I didn't go to the fighting way where when you lose someone, you just act out and start punishing people that don't deserve it, especially when growing up. No, I was that quiet one, the very quiet person. I didn't say much. Why am I talking today and doing this? It's because I'm on camera and I'm tired of being this quiet person and no one knows who I am. My whole block wants to just judge me and put me under the bad book and under the bus. Just like, no, your young brother's causing us problems and all this, blah, 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 so we're going to cause you problems. So within a few years after the injury, I took my older brother's friend's opportunity up. Well, I guess it was not an opportunity, but it was a place to go and place to stay, a place to be able to be me, be loud, play my video games, play music without anybody telling me, turn it down, stop being so loud on your video games. Well, I have a picture of my dog, her, when she was 6 weeks old. How I got my dog, the person that put me in that house asked if I wanted a pit bull. I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? I love dogs. Especially, I love German Shepherds. I love all the big, kind of aggressive dogs that will protect an owner at all cost. Because not being a violent person or a fighter or believing in these to solve issues, I don't believe in it. So I have dogs to protect me at all cost. So the first few months or whatever, a couple months, going by is all good and dandy, fine. Until one night. And I'm making dinner or playing video games at the same time, and I get a bang at the front door saying, open the door or we're going to shoot through the door. I'm just like, go for it. Shoot through the door. You know how fast the cops are going to be here? You're pretty stupid if you're saying that stuff and stupid shit. So, a few of my friends that I was friends with back then heard about it because I told them. One of my friends, his cousin had a bulletproof vest. I don't know where he got it from. I don't care where he got it from. It's none of my business. I don't. But when my friend heard about that, he brought it down to me. Said, here, I want you to wear this because I don't want you getting shot or hurt. I guess you can say he was a friend because he was looking out for my life. And I appreciate him for that. But I never wore it. So, after that one, I thought it was just, over, done with. Nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to go anymore. But in the summertime, I'm making some bubble hash. And I needed a piece of hose to fit onto the faucet in the kitchen. So as I go to the back of my door where I leave and enter and exit out of all the time, I go back there, open the door. As I open the door, here's two people that I just caught off guard that was tempted to break into the door. One had a machete, rusty machete. The other one had a pry bar or something to get into the door. I cut them right off guard right there. They put me to the ground and wanted a ring that because they seen a gold ring I had on my finger. Well, I said, no, that's the only thing I have to remember my real dad by. Which was a lie. My roommate, the one person I stayed with, was a roommate of mine. He took me in and trying to help me out. So in the process of being roommates with him and friends with him, I've gone over to his parents' place to have dinner. So he's the one who made me this gold ring. I was looking through it and I was like, oh, I like this one. And it was a little bigger. But he told me, he's like, no, I don't think that'll be a good one. I think this other one will be a better. So, I'm not going to argue. I'm getting a sweet deal. So I just said, you know what? You're the one who wants to make me a ring. I'm going to let you pick and decide what you want to make me. And he chose the smaller version of what I wanted. I still have that ring today. I will never give it up, never will sell it in any shape or form or way. That is sentimental value. But after that day, the first two times, I wasn't sitting well. I wasn't doing well then. Hell, a couple days go by from that one, from the summer one, from me catching them in the doorway. 4 a.m, a door gets kicked open. I jump out of my bed, and I'm having a handgun pointed at my face. To where they put me on the bed and put it in the back of my head. But when it went to the back of my head, that chamber, when you rack around in, it went back slightly. I knew it was fake then. But I was not going to put up a fight because, like I said, I'm not a fighter. I'm not a violent person. I don't believe in it. But I wish I did. I wish I was like my brothers. I don't think anybody would have been picking on me, or bullying me, or intimidating me, or doing stupid shit. So, when they were done, I left some stuff out to the person that put me in that house, because I didn't want him knowing certain things. Well, one of them was, when they were all getting ready to leave, they wanted to shoot me in the knee. I just asked them to put me in the dog cage with my dog. They did. They put me in that dog cage. And see, I left the dog cage out from the main owner that put me in that house. Ever since that home invasion happened, I knew exactly everyone that was in part of that home invasion that took part in that night, that morning. I know every one of them. They didn't hurt me. They didn't insult me whatsoever. But they did a little more worse than that, I guess you can say. Like, I don't know how you want to put it. But it hurt. I never thought I would ever have a gun pointed at me, ever in my life. So all the bullshit I've been put through has been hard for me. Especially being a very quiet person. I don't talk much. I don't communicate much. My family gets mad when I communicate with people because as being a quiet person, I guess quiet people got a lot to say. And I think that's true. We do have a lot to say because these 2 eyes and 2 ears, I've seen many and heard a lot of stuff over the years. To where I had to just pick my stuff up, pick my head up, because there's nothing I can do about the stuff that's happened to me. When you come from a poor part of life, like learning welfare because your mom was on welfare because she couldn't be successful in life, I don't know. You know, she just let us down when our real dad passed away. But with that the injury that I took on from my last job, the home invasion, I just tried brushing them off and try to keep my head up and try trucking, keeping on going in the right path of just a straight line. So I decided to make videos. And I'm doing pretty good on making my videos. I guess I like doing videos, doing hikes with my dog and stuff. But my younger brothers put me through a shitstorm, big time. To where one of the neighbors from my street attended this music fest that I volunteered for and said some harsh things to get me kicked out. I attended Iron Mountain Music Fest 2018. She didn't like the fact that I was in there volunteer and she had to pay. Her exact words were to me, I must know someone high up that get in volunteer and just to get that type of gig. She wasn't having it whatsoever. And she did what she did to get me kicked out. And it was harsh. I don't want to see anybody else go through what I've gone through because it's not right. It's not cool. You know what? It's not cool to pick on somebody or bully them whatsoever. Growing up at a young age, listening to my parents fight because they're out drunk, pissed drunk. It's not fun. Hearing them arguing about money. It's been a stressful life for me. My younger brother, has been making it more stressful for me because he decides to turn to drugs, but he doesn't want to hear anything I have to say. But that home invasion fucked with me. Then when I attended this music fest, I was trying to bring up publicity because it would have been very good. First time being there, all that. I was having a blast until she knocked me down. She said the same words that my younger brother said, and I'm not going to repeat them at all. But the one person that can bring justice to this light and be served the right way, not the wrong way, is the Spartan security, the main person that kicked me out. The one that's in that picture that ripped the shirt out of opened my mom's door and ripped it right out of my hands. You know what? Do you think people filming get that kind of treatment, gets kicked out like that? No, it's got to be far different, far worse. It's got to be something more to it. I'm getting grilled. I'm getting treated like I'm the bad guy, like a criminal. I can't read or write that well. I'm not a fucking criminal. I just come from a dysfunctional family that doesn't respect me because I'm a quiet person, but when I do talk, I talk about a lot of stuff, and my family don't like it when I talk about stuff because I like talking about my family now. I had to expose my family for who they are in a way. Where I come from, I guess. But I guess that could be on another time. I haven't been doing well because 2018, getting kicked out of that music fest. being called a real harsh thing, and have to deal with my stepdad actually should say, him dying, me have to picking him up from falling at the fridge. Like, it sucks not having proper people around you or a real friend. The one I used to come shooting around here with, yeah, he was a friend. But he threw me under the bus like everybody else. He just thought of just seeing it and just, he's just like, no, I'm not going to deal with this anymore. And I don't want to be people talking, saying dumb shit when I see them around town. Why are you hanging around him? He's a bad guy. I'm tired of it. I'm fucking tired of it. I've taken on a lot of shit in my life. And everything that's been done to me has been wrong. But being poor and where I come from, you can't stand up and defend yourself. You can't buy lawyers. You can't afford them. So it makes it harder. So it's saying, no, you did it. No matter what. You can't afford a lawyer to defend or represent yourself. So whatever someone wants to say, they're going to say it. You can't do nothing about it. You just got to take it dry, like a welcome mat. Why should any human take that shit? It's wrong. I should not have to be taking this crap. Just because my younger brother's causing problems around my neighborhood, don't give my neighbors a right to cause me problems. What did I do to you? I didn't do nothing to any of you on my block. But I guess since my brother's my brother, you guys are going to do whatever you want. I'm just tired, stressed, and mad how everything's gone down. There's never been justice for me, ever. Every time it's been served, it's been always the wrong way, not the right way. And I'm tired of it. The only way I see dealing with anything in my life fit and proper is buying lawyers, paying for lawyers. I've already paid for one. And this cop fucking is giving me tickets left and right just for the same thing, in proper place of a plate. As soon as I got that lawyer, he didn't like that. He got his butt hurt, so he decided to give me another ticket. I got court coming up for the second one, and this one I'm going to court on is because I gave him the middle finger. I gave him the bird. He didn't like that. He got his ego burnt, hurt. He's like, no, you're not going to do that to me. My own son won't even do that to me, because if he did, I would probably smack the shit out of my boy. Even if my wife backtalked me, I'd probably fucking smack her too. And I bet you that cop would do that. Smack his wife, smack his kid, maybe even smack his dog around because his dog didn't listen to authority figure. Fuck your authority figure, cops. You ain't nothing. You guys are all a bunch of tyrant fucks. And a lot of us people are sick and tired of it. But I've been dealing with a lot of shit to where I'm being put under the bus, to where I am forced now to get lawyers. I have phoned our firearm coalition, or whatever you want to put it, the CCFR. I phoned them to get in contact with them because I need a lawyer. I need help. But also I need other lawyers. I need help big time. People are running my name down to the ground, trying to make me look like I'm the bad guy or a monster. I'm neither. I'm me, my own self, a human. The only thing I'm disappointed in my life, well, there's a few things, but the one main one is being a very quiet person. I hate being a quiet person. There's a lot of people that talk about their kids and how some of them will be up in your face and the other one will not be, just like very quiet. That's me. I'm that quiet one. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. Yes, I have tried alcohol. Yeah, I don't mind alcohol. I've tried drugs. Don't care for it. Don't condone to it. But people do experiment. And no, it's not a beer. I'm just covering the label. So I do apologize on not making videos right away and all the time. But I wish I had a phone to be able to do live. So I could have done live right there and then. But also, some of the stuff that my younger brother's caused on me. Well, one of them is he phoned his PO, but got a sheriff and said I tried killing him with a machete. The response team came, draw guns at me, and put handcuffs on me and trot me down the road like I'm a fucking dog. My younger brother got the special treatment right in the fucking squad car right in front of our driveway. But I'm the one who got strutted down the road in front of all the neighbors. I got a video of it, of the situation. I gotta find it. And I've been looking on these hard drives, like I got probably about 6 hard drives that I was using on my laptops at the time. And just be able to move videos over to them because I didn't want my laptop slowing down because of all the videos on it. So, I got that, I deal with that, with so not from having one gun pointed at me from piece of shit criminals that put me in the house, but also my younger brother causing some issues on me, and that was having the response team pointing firearms at me. I'm more worried about them pointing firearms at people because some of them can be trigger happy and will just kill you because what? You have something like this. Oh, he had a weapon. He had a weapon. I feared for my life. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, no. Bam, bam. And the dude's dead. So then what? They find out he had a cell phone or a comb or just a book. Whatever it is. But when the cops go to that extent, it shows how much of a pussy these cops are. Scared little fucking schoolgirls. They just think they're tough because they can do whatever they want, point guns at people and get away with it. See, there was another altercation. And one night I decided to go get some food. I went to go get sushi. Come back. Here's a bunch of cop cars on my block again. Fuck's sakes. So I'm there pull up. I had to pull over to the side of the road in front of some other neighbors. So I pulled up there, locked my door, and went out and was recording on the camera that I'm using right now. And my mom was at the end of the driveway in her car with it running. Heat on, everything. So then I'm just like, well, if she's at the end of the driveway, I should be able to go and see if she's okay, talk to her, make sure everything's all right. I make one little step to the left. I picked up my left foot and just moved it a bit to put it on the ground. So with me pulling up there that night and them being all on the road and me asking mom just to see if my mom was okay, she was sitting in her car, at the end of the driveway. And all these cops around everywhere. I just like, well, if my mom's sitting at the end of the driveway, I should be able to go see if she's okay and all this. And then I'm just like, well, I'm just going to go to the neighbor's yard then and see if she's okay because it's not my yard. I'm not in my property. I'm in my neighbor's yard. So therefore I should be allowed. I picked up my foot, my left side foot. As soon as I put it on the ground, I was kissing the concrete. This dumb fucking tyrant pig slammed me on the concrete. I got pictures to show at that. I just wish I could find the video of them pulling their guns on me that day. So we're gonna go actually we'll turn it this way. There's that. Those are the handcuff marks. So those were from some of the separate incidents that my younger brothers put me through. But these cops don't have a right to put their hands on you like that and slam you down on the concrete. See, it's just not the first time I've been slammed down on the concrete, and now I witnessed someone else getting slammed down on the concrete by a tyrant. I have a video of that one, and that's going to be totally different. I'll let that. I think I'm going to just release it and say fuck it, because you know what? By the time they get around, or even if that dude tries to stand up to the cop and just, you know, get a lawyer, then they can have a video, but it'll be online. But these cops think they just can do whatever they want to people and get away with it. Well, I have to say this. You know that thin blue line that they have? Well, back in the day, yes, it probably meant that. But today, in this age, that thin blue line doesn't mean that anymore. It means gang, gang. They're taking that thin blue line as their gang symbol. We already are somewhat maybe in a police state already, because Trudeau likes to make this a police state. Just like his daddy. Fucking twats. Bunch of fuck you, Trudeau. Fuck you, Trudeau. You fucking goof. Piece of shit. But I've been dealing with a lot of shit to where I need help. I need lawyers. I need to send a message to people that you cannot do this and get away with it. See, where I come from, if someone calls you something and it's not true, you have to fight them. You literally physically have to fuck them up. So when you go and do that, people are just like, oh, well, he just called him this, and now he just got his ass kicked. So I guess it must not be true. I'm sorry for not being a fighter or a violent person or using these as a weapon. I prefer using in my mind this up here to deal with a lot of issues and problems, or just talk things out to people. So then, you know, when you do, people get a more of understanding, and they just like, oh yeah, this dude's cool. He's right. He's good. He's a good dude. He's good shit. Yes, I am good shit. I am cool. I am down to earth. I just don't like being pissed off. I don't like dumb fucks. I don't like thieves. I will not put up any of that bullshit. I want a life. I want to be able to have friends. I want to be able to have a girlfriend, aka a wife, but I can't have either from where I'm at. It sucks. But it also sucks being that quiet person and growing up with it throughout your whole life. But it also morally sucks when people just run your name down to the ground and make you look more bad or worse, or just like a piece of shit. I'm neither. I'm my own self, my own being. So don't judge a book by its cover. You want to know stuff, come to me and get to know me, and you'll be able to understand this book a little better. But until then, don't judge its cover. because you don't know what the fuck I've been through or what I've seen or heard. You don't have no clue. But I do appreciate the time. I'm sorry, but I'm dealing with a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. To a point where I'm just saying, you know what? Fuck everybody and just up and leave and move to the bush. Or find somewhere new to go. New location so I can have a new life. A fresh start. But it's not that easy for me because when you don't have the money, you can't do nothing. But I'm not going to take any more time up. I do apologize. I'm not making videos. It's just I'm going through some stuff right now. It's been a struggle a little bit for me. But I keep my head up the best I can. But I do got a picture that I will post up of her to show you how big she was when she was 6 weeks old when I got her. She's never left my side. She's always been around my side 24/7 because she's my good girl, my sidekick, my friend. She's just whining because she's cold. All right. I do appreciate the time. This is going to be a long video, and I apologize. But the one that I posted up, the 2018 Music Fest, look, I already had the comment back in 2018, but not being a smart person, I didn't think of it at the time. But someone did post the comment that was said to get me kicked out. Now, YouTube. Back in 2018, I deleted a comment and blocked a person's channel from being able to post my shit. If you can help me out, I would appreciate to get that, what they said. I have the YouTube channel saved on a file. So if you guys need anything, information about who said what, and you can dig from that, I'll be more than gladly to help you. But till then, y'all stay safe out there. Keep your heads up. Stay strong. Be strong. And we'll all get through this. I appreciate your time. Thank you. You all have a great evening. I just don't take kindly to being robbed, and I just need to find out who really did it.
Man.
I really need to know.
Dude, I got robbed just like you did. That's my house. It was my house that kicked in. You know what I mean? I'm in the same boat as you, man.
No.
They didn't take anything because there was nothing to take, but they took the minimal amount of stuff that you had, and I tried to hook you up whatever I could.
Well, they took my games, really, and that's
well,
what pissed me off more because that's my lifeline.
I know, and they put a gun to you. I know it's not easy, bro. I know it wasn't an easy situation. I'm just telling you, man to man, I swear on my kid, I had nothing to do with that. Don't think that I did. I've done nothing.